Hey guys, Not the Average Gamer here today, and the day before is shutting down soon, and you currently can no longer buy the game. It's a $40 game that has been pulled from Steam, and all the reviews are overwhelmingly negative. Now, one thing that I did notice is that Fantastic has gone ahead and they've pulled all their YouTube videos off of their channel. If you go on their channel right now, all their YouTube videos for the day before are completely gone. And then, if you go to the Wild 8, it's no longer listed as a game that they make. They have changed the developer to 8 points. And this originally said Fantastic. So you click on this, and it's just the Wild 8. And they're also in the process of doing the same thing to Prop Night. I saw it posted on Twitter. This is getting changed from Fantastic to another game studio because they don't want it associated with Fantastic and the disaster that was the day before. Now, I do believe that Prop Night might be shutting down soon as well. And they haven't, unable to load information about this item. I think that this game might be shutting down as well. But the day before, definitely shutting down. But if you go to their YouTube channel, so here's Fantastic's YouTube channel, and they have taken everything off of it. There's nothing anymore at all. But if you go to their website, it shows that they have shutting down the whole company because of the flop that was the day before. And they basically taken the money from the day before and ran with it. They made a bunch of money from people buying it. I think half the people probably refunded it. But all that money that they made was still a ton of money. Think about all the people that bought it for $40. $40 a piece, and they've run away with the money and kept it. And honestly, they probably still made millions and millions of dollars after this game. The main thing is that this sets a dangerous precedent. It means that a games company can come out with an overhyped trailer for an open world zombie survival game and get everyone super excited, get Nvidia invested in it, do all this stuff to make it seem like a real game. And, there's always going to be people that are going to question it. But they can come out with something like that and then do a rug pull. What I mean by that is that they released this game and it's not at all what they said it was. It is not an open world zombie survival game. It is an extraction shooter, and a terrible one at that, with a ton of asset that they have used to flip this game to release a game as quickly as possible to try to make as much money as possible. And that's exactly what they achieved. They achieved making a ton of money and then running away with it. Because if you look, they sold, 100,000 or more copies, if not more than that. I know 50% of people did refund it, but still that means that they still made millions of dollars. And then now they can just walk away with that money and pocket it. And everyone else that was, in their company, the volunteers and everyone else just gets basically screwed. But the people that are at the top are still making a fat paycheck. And it's kind of like, is there going to be any consequences for Fantastic after this? Is there going to be lawsuits? Is there going to be things like that? Because they need to be held accountable. And Steam did remove the ability to buy the game, but honestly, every single person that purchased the game, whether they liked it or disliked it, if they have it in their Steam library, they need to be refunded the $40 they spent on it. Every single last copy of the game sold needs to be refunded because it's ridiculous. Fantastic should not get away with a single penny. And unfortunately, they're going to get away with it, I think. And it's unfortunate. And it just shows kind of how many people have wanted a good open world zombie survival game. You have DayZ, you have Scum, you have 7 Days to Die, you have Dead Matter, which was a horrible flop, by the way. You have, the War Z, you have Infestation Survivor Stories, you have the Deadlinger. There's so many games that have come out, and none of them have been really good. Something that you just sit down and you get lost in it for thousands of hours. Yeah, and there are people that love DayZ and stuff. I'm not the biggest fan of that one. I think it's kind of annoying, the food and systems that you have to eat every 5 seconds or whatever you die. But, people can, people want a game like that, and it just shows there's a great need for it. And if you look at it, there's a reason why the AAA studios have not done it, because the scope is so large for it. Like, to make a game like that, the scope is massive. You're looking at it like a GTA 5, GTA 6 size scope for a game like that, and an indie studio can't pull it off. They will try, but they can't do it. And no AAA studio is doing that either. The closest thing we probably got was, The Last of Us and Days Gone, but that's not an online game. It's a single-player game. We have not gotten a single one from a AAA studio like this. And it just shows that, I don't know, maybe we don't have the technology to do so, or that people don't want to put in the time and money, or they can't do it. I don't know. The scope is just massive. But overall, it just shows that, you need to wait for a game to come out. Just don't throw money at something if you don't know how it's going to end up like. Luckily, Steam has their 2-hour refund policy, and it saved a lot of people's butts. But overall, I mean, some people might have lost out on their money. And the funny thing is, there's still over 1,000 people playing this game on Steam right now. And supposedly, Fantastic is keeping up the servers for at least a little while. But I mean, it's probably going to be shut. It's going to be shut down here soon. Nobody can purchase the game anymore. It's just crazy. I just, it's a game. Honestly, I don't think that they worked for 5 years on this game. I think that they did the whole trademark thing, and then they were like, oh crap, we gotta release the game now. So let's just throw a bunch of assets together, and instead of doing the open world thing, we'll just do an extraction shooter. It'll be fine. We could, maybe we could add that other stuff in, years down the line. But it's false advertising. It is fully false advertising, But overall, I want to know what you guys think. Leave your comments in below. And this is not the Average Gamers signing off. Catch you guys in the next one. And honestly, when I heard the news that this game was shutting down on my lunch break at work today, I just cracked up laughing for a good minute straight. I honestly could not believe it, and I texted my brother, and he was like, "What, already?" Yep, it's gone. Rest in peace, or not.